Have you ever thought about how does a text message or email travel from one device to another? Or maybe how can your friend hear you in a phone call instantly, even though you're thousands of miles away? In this video, we are breaking down the 7 layers of the OSI model, a system that makes it all these seemingly impossible tasks possible, and at the same time showing you how hackers can attack these layers and how we can stop them. If you ever been curious about what's behind the scenes of the internet, you're in the right place. Let's get right started with the physical layer. Imagine a road with cars and traffic lights. Those is where the transit happens. Now, the road is what we consider the cables on the OSI model. This is where the data or the cars pass through. Now, let's say that the rock is blown suddenly by someone. This is what we call a physical attack, and we stop them by installing security cameras or biometrics. Now let's get just right with the second layer, the data link layer. Imagine a mailman gets to his destination and has to give its package. Those package is the data, and those package goes to a switch. Now, those address can be taken by hackers and impersonate you, also known as address resolutions, spoofing. To stop this, we have something called MAC address filtering, in which the mailman confirms that you are the right person. Right on with the third layer, the network layer. Let's say we have a device called a router which transports data from one city to another or one network to another. Now this package comes from a mail address or what we call an IP address. And go now, let's say that somewhere to take that address from you. This is what we call IP spoofing, and we protect against that with rules such as firewalls and subnetting. Packages and packages. This is what we find on the fourth layer, the transport layer, where we divide the package into various other packages to ensure better traffic. Let's just say right now that I say I never received your package and your server keeps waiting for it and approval of that. This is what we call a SYN flood, and we protect against it with the TLS protocol, which ensures that the order is real. Is this really you? This is what we try to verify on the session layer, where I keep a smooth conversation with you. But let's say someone hijacks this conversation and pretends to be you. This is what we call session hijacking, and we stop against this with multi-factor authentication and passwords. Now let's just say your friend devices speak Spanish and you speak English. This is what we call the presentation layer, where this data is transformed or translated to another. Now let's just say that a hacker wants to get this data. They get into this translation process, which is called SSL hijacking. To stop this, we try to scramble data so they can't see it. Right on with the last layer, the application layer, where you see the message that you were being sent. This actually is the layer that is most attacked by hackers. It's where you find viruses, phishing scams, and every type of malware that you can find. And to stop this, we mostly use firewalls or antivirus. According to the Statista website, on 2028 we're going to have 415 zettabytes of data on the internet. Now you know how the OSI model works, and I wish that you always remember this. Now if you wish to comment on anything on the video, please put a comment on it and let's start discussing more about this. Don't believe me? Here you can find the information I used for this video.